I'm putting on my mic now so that you can hear me really well. But hi, guys. Let me know if you can hear me okay and see me okay. I'm super excited to do this unboxing with you. I've got stuff going on my iPad so that I can see comments and all of that good stuff. So we check comments, make sure you guys can hear me okay and see me okay, and all of that good stuff. Hey CM, thank you, thank you. I'm so glad that you guys are so excited about this box. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a touch scary when you put a box together like this because you just don't really know if people are going to be as excited about it as you are. So I'm literally so happy that you guys are so excited about this. Okay, very good. Mackie said mic is working fine. Hey Debbie, thanks for joining me. Hey Cindy from West Virginia, very good. Okay, so I do have my microphone attached to my phone. So I hope that it sounds okay and all of that good stuff. I know this cord is a little bit of a mess, but that's okay. We're going to go with it, right? I'm working on getting a live stream set up so that I can go live super easily with some software, but I don't have that in place yet. So until then, we're just going to go the old school way, right? So let me, hey Diane, I'm so glad you love your box. Let me share this around to some friends to make sure that everybody sees it and everything, and then we will jump into this. Annette said, can't believe all the goodies, never expected all the stuff. Ah, yay, you guys, I'm seriously so excited to hear that. I am so happy that you're so happy. All right, let me go and share this over to Facebook and then we will get going. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. You guys, can I tell you the sweetest thing in the entire world? Guys, we've had a snag. I just remembered that I don't have Facebook, the app on my iPad. And so, oh no, you guys, we might have a problem. I might have to go get my laptop, which is not that big of a deal. No, that's not even right. Okay, guys, pause really quick. I'm really sorry. Let me grab my laptop and then I'll get all of this shared. Hang tight real quick. And I hope my mic does not make you go deaf if it falls on the floor. I'm so sorry if it does. Okay, I'm back. Look at me. I got all the technology. I'm going live from my phone. I have my iPad over here to read comments, and I have my laptop to share this live. Goodness gracious, y'all. Let me turn this on mute, and we will get this little friend shared over to Facebook. Because I know lots of you are waiting to see what's in the box and just get some clarification on what some of these items are, because I totally understand how y'all have gotten this box, but you don't necessarily know what to do with it, or like there's a packing list in there, but you don't really know how to use all the things. So I am going to help you out. Join me live right now on YouTube. All right, got my stuff all typed out, so now I can just copy and paste it to the other places that I need to take it. Okay, make sure that's copied. Post that there. Hi guys, if you're just now joining me, sorry about that. I had to end up sharing the live from my laptop because I do not have the Facebook app on my iPad. I kind of keep my iPad a safe space so that when I want to not be distracted by Facebook, I am not signed into it. And I do that totally on purpose just so that I can, work and still use my phone or something like it without the distraction of Facebook. So I leave it off there on purpose, but I didn't think that one through. Okay, let's see if this posts and then we'll get into it. Okay, cool. So you guys, my best friend did the sweetest thing for me in the entire world. My best friend's name is Heather, so shout out to Heather if you watch this. I doubt you will, but maybe you will. This is not Heather Yoakum, though I love Heather Yoakum from 143 very much, and she's a very good friend of mine. My other best friend, Heather, sent me $10 on Venmo today, and she was like, celebrate your first week of self-employment with a coffee on me. Is that not the cutest thing that you've ever heard in your life? Like, I was like, oh my gosh, I was so shocked by that. It was such a fun little surprise. So I went and got some Dunkin' before I got started, also because I've been on calls all day, so my voice is struggling a little bit, and I thought some coffee would just help. Hey, Tammy. So to answer your question, no, I am not still working at 143 Vinyl. But I am still an affiliate. So what I did is for the past couple of years, I have done a YouTube channel, which is DIY Alex, of course. And then I've also done 143 Vinyl. And it's not something that I necessarily plan to do. But after a while, I started thinking about what it would take to go full time with DIY Alex. And that's what I ended up doing. So I no longer work on the marketing team, but I'm still an affiliate partner of 143, which is why we're doing this box. And so you'll still see me around. You'll still see me in the Facebook group. I have no shade at all towards 143. I still love them so very much. It just, you know, a lot of things came together and I felt like this was a career move that I wanted to make for me. So, you know, no hard feelings or anything like that. But it's my first week doing this on my own and I'm so excited. So excited. Thanks, Kayla Norton. Thanks for joining me. Hey guys, I'll give you guys some shout outs and then we'll get into this box. Let me let this play and make sure that the comments keep going. Okay. Thank you, Tammy. I'm so excited to be on this little journey. Sarah says, watching while assembling a TV stand. Super excited about the mystery box. Hey, Corinne. You guys, make sure that you say happy birthday to Corinne. It's Corinne Blackstone's birthday today, and I'm so excited for her. In fact, I don't know what time her giveaway is, but she was doing a $100 giveaway to a gift card at 143 Vinyl. So tell her happy birthday and go enter her giveaway if it hasn't already happened, but it might have. Very good. All right. Oh, Cheryl is still waiting for her box. I totally understand. So I do want to let you guys know that if you do not have your box yet, this is going to spoil it. Like we are going to show you everything, or I am going to show you everything. So if you don't want to spoil your surprise, I suggest you close out of this live now. You're welcome. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. So Corinne's giveaway goes until February 2nd. So yay, go enter her giveaway because that's super exciting. $100 at 143 will take you very, very far. That's super fun. Okay, you guys. So let's jump into this mystery box, right? Enough talking. Let's do this thing. So this is the DIY Alex mystery box. This is my very first mystery box with 143, and this is the version from January 2021. So if you are watching this video on the replay and we do more mystery boxes in the future, this is the January 2021 edition. Oh, thanks, Corinne. This is my chill uniform. She says, loving your outfit. This is my chill uniform, long sleeve t-shirt, vest, and you can't see it, but leggings underneath that. And then I have one of these cute little knot headbands just to give it a little extra something, something. I'm not dressed up, but it makes me feel a little dressed up. I don't know if that makes sense. But anyways, let's jump into this box. So I actually had to tape mine because when they brought this to me while I was there, still working there last week, they left it totally open. So I just taped this box specifically so I could open it with all of you. So I hope that you all appreciate that fun and excitement. Oh, I'm so excited. So excited. Share these things. I'm sorry if this is really loud. I'll try to stick it away from the mic a little bit. Okay. Oh, I can't open this last part. I did too good of a job taping it. You guys can still see me live, okay, right? My iPad's looking a little funky the way that it's showing it to me. It's still showing it like it's, okay, good. It was still like showing me when I had my laptop in front of me, so I wanted to make sure you guys could still see it. Hey, Georgie says, hello there. This is my first time watching you. Well, I'm so glad that you're here. Yay. Okay, good. Everything's looking good. Okay, So the first thing that I want to pull out of the box is this packing list. And this is the list that tells you every single thing that is in this box. So I can help you differentiate what is what, but this little piece of paper is going to be your friend. And I haven't talked to many folks that haven't gotten one, but if you did not get one of these, you can always either like shoot me a DM and I can send you a picture of it, or you can email sales@143vinyl.com and I'm sure they would be happy to send you a packing list because this thing is really helpful. This is what they use to pick the boxes, but also this is going to help you guys label everything with all the colors in case you're not sure what is what. All right, guys, this is your last chance. If you haven't seen what's in the box yet, I'm about to pull it out. So make sure that you don't watch beyond this if you don't want any spoilers. Okay, are you guys ready for a drum roll? We'll do a little fake drum roll. And pull some of this amazing stuff out of this box. So let's start with the vinyl. Lynn says, no packing list. Could you put a pic in the comments? Well, Lynn, I'm actually using all of my devices right now to stream this to you. But if you want to send me a message on either Facebook or Instagram, feel free to do that. And I will send you a picture of this list so that you can see everything. But like I said, if you want your own copy that you can print out, you can email sales@143vinyl.com and tell them you're missing the list of all the things in the DIY Alex mystery box. And they'll be able to send you a list of that too. So we'll get you all taken care of either way. All right, so let's open up all this vinyl. Y'all, I had so much fun picking out these colors to go together. Like, these are some of my favorites of all time. As you can see, the outside is sparkly, and it really doesn't get any better than that. And I think there's candy in here I saw somewhere. Oh yeah, here's other stuff. Okay, super fun. So we will start with the Starcraft Magic. Look how pretty this stuff is. And in case you guys have not used this before, I am so excited to change your life with this vinyl. Like, oh my gosh, it's some of my favorite. So this is the purple hoax holographic Starcraft Magic, and it is amazing, you guys. It's so gorgeous. But as you can see, it's got a little bit of like the bigger sparkles in it, or like the bigger grains. And then this is the Deceit Starcraft Magic in rose gold. So y'all know that you pick some favorites. I picked some of my favorite colors to put in this box, which is purple and rose gold, and I believe we're going to use these on one of the other blanks in the box. I have to pick a design still, but I'm pretty sure I already know what I want to do with this. So those are the first couple of pieces of vinyl. These are both Starcraft Magic. Like I said, this is the Hoax Holographic Purple, and this is the Deceit Glitter Rose Gold. Debbie said hers had a dum-dum on top. and she thought, what are you trying to say? No, no offense taken, Debbie. They were just trying to love on you with some candy. All right, so let's unroll the rest of this guy, and we'll start with some of the most obvious. Okay, guys, another favorite of mine, Champagne Glitter HTV. Y'all know, if you have ever watched our lives at 143 Vinyl, that I have two favorite colors of vinyl. One of them is Champagne Glitter HTV, and the other one is Caesar Electric Cranberry. Now, we did not have enough electric cranberry for me to put in your boxes, so I had to substitute it with a different kind of electric. And this is, I believe, Electric Spearmint. Let me look and make sure. Just to be sure. Yes. Okay. So this is a sheet of Caesar Electric Spearmint, y'all. Look how gorgeous this is. It is such a pretty metallic shine, and I'm just absolutely obsessed with the whole Caesar Electric line. I especially love pairing the Glitter HTV and the electric line together because I just think it looks amazing. So get excited about using these colors because they are so stinking pretty. I am so excited. Amy said she got 2 sheets of champagne glitter. Well, there you go, Amy. You got a little bonus. Good for you. Hey, Jessica, yes, it is too late to order a January box. These are already sold out, but don't worry, we're going to be doing lots more in the future. And even if you want to watch this unboxing and all the tutorials that go along with it, you do not necessarily have to have the materials in the box in order to utilize these projects. Now, of course, this is going to be based on the materials in the box, but if you just have, you know, champagne glitter or any kind of glitter HTV, and for example, Caesar Electric, you can make the same projects with them that I do. So no worries there. My mystery box was $50, so there was $63 worth of product in the box, and then we charged $50 with free shipping. So you got about 20% off of all of these materials. So even if you don't use them the same way I do, you still got a ton of value. see if I missed any other questions. Corinne says, ooh, fancy. I think she was talking about the magic there. I agree. I agree. Okay, so let's move on to the other things. Let's do adhesive vinyl first. So y'all know I had to throw some Starcraft HD in this box because Starcraft HD is my favorite permanent vinyl ever. It is just absolutely amazing. So this first one is Starcraft HD. By the way, these are all matte colors because the matte colors are all my favorite. This is copper. And you guys, can we just talk about how nice this stuff looks on anything that, I mean, it just takes everything up a notch. So if you've never used this stuff before, like, it is absolutely amazing. And it just puts such a high quality feel with everything. I am obsessed with the matte finish. Obsessed. All right. And I think we did a sheet of copper, right? Maybe? I wanted it to match, but I think I ended up changing my mind at the last minute. Yeah, I wasn't able to do quite what I wanted to do. So you guys, I am doing this mostly from memory because I did pack up my box so that I didn't peek at everything. Before I opened it with you, but I had some ideas and then I ended up changing some things to add more into the box. So I was going to do copper matching softflex, but I didn't. But let me tell you, if you've never used Starcraft softflex in copper, you're missing out. So this is the HD. And then I think all the rest of this is HD too, right? There's no SD in this box. Yeah, all permanent adhesive. So another thing, in case you guys have never used Starcraft HD before, something I really love that Starcraft did is they actually labeled the back of it for you. It doesn't say the color name, but it does say Starcraft permanent adhesive because Starcraft SD or standard definition is the removable vinyl. And this is not going to be mixed up with that because the back of the Starcraft SD says Starcraft removable vinyl and this says permanent. So you're never going to mix those up, which is so stinking convenient. All right, so this is copper, and then I believe this is just mint, or is it Tiffany? Nope. Okay, so then we've got mint HD, and then we've got teal and lavender. So in case you guys didn't notice, I definitely tend to go toward cool colors whenever I'm picking them for a project. That is definitely my color scheme, and so these colors just make my heart smile. Like, I don't know any other way to say it. They just make me so stinking happy. So you've got 4 sheets of Starcraft HD to play with, which is more than enough for all of the projects we are going to do. So that's the adhesive vinyl that's included in this box. Actually, let me back up because Starcraft Magic is adhesive as well. So you've got 6 total sheets of adhesive vinyl, 2 sheets of Starcraft Magic, and 4 different sheets of Starcraft HD. And all the rest of it is HTV, which is a really, really good deal. Hey, Krista, thanks for joining us. I'm so glad that you're here. Jonathan says, can I use gold? I mean, absolutely. You can use these on whatever you want to use them on. I just want to make sure that I'm telling you guys the right thing. And I had a little brain fart there about something I was going to put in your box. I was going to try to match the permanent vinyl with HTV, but it didn't end up working out that way. Okay. Jonathan says, I need help. So Jonathan, what do you need help on? Let me know and I will do my best to help you. All right, so let's move into Easyweed. So most of this box is Easyweed and it comes in some very similar colors to the HD that I just chose and showed you guys. But that's because some of these colors are my favorite and I wanted you guys to be exposed to them. Let me make sure I tell you the right colors, because I like to mix up colors a little bit, you guys. Normally when I go on lives, I'm all prepared to go, but since this is all stuffed in a box and I couldn't see it, I didn't want to unroll it because I'm a terrible roller. That's why they never had me rolling your orders. But I had to make sure that I'm going off this packing list just like you. Okay, so first of all, I picked this color because this is Easyweed Apricot, and I'm obsessed with this color for spring. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't do a lot of I kind of skip over the post-Christmas winter crafts. I'm just not real big into Valentine's Day or general wintry things. I like to skip straight into spring. So apricot reminded me of spring, and that's why I put this in your box. So that's the first color is apricot, and this is all Easyweed. This is pale purple Easyweed. As you can see, purple is a theme throughout this box because, again, I'm obsessed. And then this is beach blue Easyweed. You guys, let me tell you something. This is one of the most popular colors of Easyweed that we have. It is such a fun color. If you guys have not tried this, like, you are going to be so obsessed with the way that this turns out. And there's something else beach blue in your box that you may not have seen yet if you haven't opened it yet. So this is beach blue. We'll come back to that in a second. This is bright teal, which is another color that's amazing. So all these colors go together so well. And in fact, they actually kind of give like an Easter vibe. I was going for like spring, but with the apricot, I really feel like you could do Easter crafts with all of these things, don't you think? That's my take on it. And then I believe that this is Vegas gold. Yeah? Oh no, this is softflex. Okay, I lied. So all of these pieces are Easyweed. So you've got 4 sheets of Easyweed. Apparently I kept all my numbers even. I don't think I did that on purpose. Then you've got 3 sheets of some of my favorite, which is Starcraft Softflex HTV. You guys hear me preaching about this a lot, and I wanted to definitely practice what I preach. Starcraft, did I say HD again? I meant Starcraft Softflex. Starcraft Softflex has become my new favorite HTV, and I wanted to make sure that I gave this to you guys in your box so that you could try it if you haven't tried it before. And of course, I chose kind of wedding-y colors, and the reason I did that is because I felt like the rest of the box had some very similar colors in it, so I wanted to give you some colors that you didn't have of anything else. So I hope that you guys love these and you can still use them, even if this is not necessarily your normal color scheme. So this first sheet of Starcraft Softflex is light gold. I am obsessed with light gold because I just really love those lighter tones, which is also why I like champagne glitter. I just like the lighter tones of gold. I think that they are pretty and really flattering on basically any color scheme. The more yellowy gold and stuff like that, I'm not as fond of. So that's why I chose light gold. And then this is Dusty Blue Starcraft Softflex. Y'all, let me pause and take a brief moment of silence to talk about how much I love Dusty Blue Starcraft Softflex. Okay, that's as much silence as you're going to get out of me. But I am obsessed with this color, okay? And the reason for it is because A, it's super trendy in the wedding industry right now, which makes me so freaking happy. But also because I have never seen Dusty Blue HTV anywhere else ever. So you guys let me know in the comments if that exists, but I've never heard of Dusty Blue from literally anywhere else. So I really wanted you guys to try it because just look at it. Just look at it. It's so cute. And I feel like this is going to be so good for so many applications. So if you're not as into like the wedding industry thing like I am, in case you guys don't know, I'm obsessed with DIY weddings, which is how I got into my Cricut in the first place. This would be a really, really great color to use if you are making any little baby boy crafts. This totally reminds me of like a baby boy onesie. This would be so stinking cute for that. So keep that in mind. In case you're not as into the wedding thing or you're not making anything for a wedding anytime soon, this would be a great little baby boy craft. And last but not least is another one of my favorites of all time out of Starcraft Softflex, and that is the color Blush. Also, another color that you can literally not find anywhere, or at least it's not labeled blush in any HTV line that I have ever seen in recent history. Plus, one of my favorite color schemes, I know you guys are not shocked by this, is blush and gold together. Like, oh my goodness, how stinking pretty is that? So, you have a total of 3 sheets of Starcraft Softflex. You've got a total of 4 sheets of Caesar Easyweed. Which, even though my favorite now is Softflex, I don't want to discourage you from using Easyweed because I still have a ton of Easyweed and it's still an amazing product. So don't be discouraged. I still think that you guys should use up your stash of Easyweed, but at the very least, I think that you should try Starcraft Softflex because it's amazing. Then you've got 1 sheet of Electric Spearmint HTV. So stinking pretty, right? So pretty. You've got 1 sheet of Caesar Glitter HTV in Champagne. So gorgeous. Then you've got this, and that's all the HTV that you've got. Then as far as adhesive, you've got 2 sheets of Starcraft Magic, which is adhesive vinyl. And then you've got 4 sheets of Starcraft HD in a variety of colors. So you've got a total of 6 sheets of adhesive, and I don't even know how many sheets of HTV that is. I did not keep count. So I guess that's 4 plus 3 plus 2. So you've got a ton. I think it's 9. Is that right? 9 sheets of HTV of some kind or another. So I tried to pack it with as much value as I could. So even without the blanks, this is still a ton of product, and I think you guys are going to be really excited about it. Okay. So Chelsea says, ooh, can't wait to try it. I'm a Caesar girl, but can't wait to try it. I love Starcraft HD. You are not going to be disappointed, Chelsea. You are going to absolutely love it. Mackie says, you don't have to match her projects. They are just suggestions. Great ideas for other creative minds going. Yes, exactly. You guys can do whatever you want to do with these products. I'm going to give you examples of the ways that I would use it and some ideas to get you started. But I really want you guys to go be creative. If these colors inspire something totally different in you, I really want you guys to go out and show me what that is, because creativity and crafting is not all about just duplicating the same project. Now, granted, when you're new or if you really love a project, there's nothing bad about that. But you guys know that I do tutorials, obviously, right? And the whole concept and the whole idea is that you guys can follow what I do. But I don't necessarily want you to get the idea that I only want you to do the way I only want you to craft the way that I'm crafting, if that makes sense. I really want you guys to go out and be creative and do your own thing and give me ideas too, because I'm a crafter just like you. So if you have other ideas or other suggestions, I would be so open to hearing them. Mackie says, oh yeah, okay, so you've got a little brother that the dusty blue would be perfect for. I love it. Lucinda says, I still have a sheet of HTV that you don't have. Well, okay, if you want to describe it to us, I can certainly try and guess what it is, but otherwise, you just got a little bonus. I don't know what it is, Lucinda, but that's still exciting though. Hey, there you go. You just got a little extra bonus project. All right, so let's dive into the other stuff in this box. That's just the vinyl and the HTV. That's not even the rest of this stuff. So we still have lots more to look at, which is super fun. Okay, so in the middle of your roll, you got a few different things. Let me open this up because I'm so excited for one of the things in here. Y'all, check out this Exacto knife. Remember when we talked about beach blue being a really special color, a really popular color, and a color that we all know and love so very much? Well, you got yourself a beach blue Exacto knife in the mystery box that matches the beach blue Caesar Easyweed exactly. How stinking fun is that? And honestly, if you don't already have one of our Exacto knives, you needed one anyway, because these are so nice. I love that we carry replacement blades for these at 143 vinyl, so that way you've already got everything in case you want to change your blade out or if it gets dull. You don't just have to go buy another knife. Plus, these are a lot more comfortable to hold, in my opinion. The colored grips make it so much easier to hang on to as you're doing projects. Like, it doesn't get this what's the word I'm looking for? This like texture on the Exacto knife. You know how on the really cheap Exacto knives it goes all the way down to the edge? I don't really like holding that because I just don't find it very comfortable. So I am absolutely obsessed with this beach blue Exacto knife. And I'm not going to show you a specific project with the beach blue Exacto knife, but I mean, Exacto knives are useful in so many different ways. So I'm sure you guys can think of some great creative ways to use it. Okay, so the next thing that we've got on our list is a navy skinny can cooler. You guys, I am so excited to make one of these because some of these colors that I have in mind are going to pop so beautifully on the skinny can cooler. So stinking beautifully. One of the ways that I was thinking about using them, you guys let me know what you think. I was going to do this can cooler with electric spearmint and my favorite champagne glitter HTV. How gorgeous would this be on this navy? Let me show you. Like, it looks so pretty, and these colors are going to be so bright and vivid. I think they're going to pop right off of the can cooler. So I am super excited for that project. That's going to be one of our projects. Let me see what you guys said. Debbie said, yes, I was waiting on another Exacto knife, and I love this color. I know. And Debbie, this is not, at least at this point, I don't think that it's something that you're going to be able to get on the 143 Vinyl website. I could be wrong, and they could change their mind and decide to put it on sale, but I don't think so. So now you've got an exclusive colored Exacto knife that is the best color in the world, beach blue. Maggie says, I just ordered a bunch of can coolers, and now you got a skinny one. You need more. I know, and they're so fun. They're a great way to practice with HTV also, in case you guys are new to HTV or it's something that you're not super comfortable with just yet. Can coolers are a really cheap, really fun way to practice and without ruining t-shirts or practicing on t-shirts. And they just do such a good job of keeping the HTV, like, what am I trying to say? Come on, words. They are so easy to use and like to get the HTV to work with. So if you're intimidated by shirts, or if you're afraid to ruin shirts, or if you don't want to spend the money to buy a t-shirt every time you want to make something with HTV, these can be super cheap and they do such a great job. And like neoprene takes HTV really well. So something else, this is another pro tip for something else, but in case you guys have not heard of 143 Vinyl's overstock, when they open overstock for a couple of hours, it basically just means that they have a ton of certain products and they put them super de-duper on sale so that you guys can buy them up and try them at home. And one of the items yesterday that was in overstock was can coolers. And next time that is open, it's only open for a limited time and it's only open for a few hours at a time. But I highly recommend you pick up some can coolers just to give it a try. First of all, they make a great gift. They're super fun and easy, and they're an amazing price, honestly, without even being in overstock. But when they're in overstock, it is a crazy good deal. Okay, so let's keep going and see what else is in the box. Mackie says, yeah, I got a Santa sack the other day. Exactly. And so that's what's really fun about overstock is, yeah, it's a lot like a clearance sale. Like, it's not necessarily stuff that you maybe are looking for, but it's such a good price. You just have to grab it up, and they have such good deals. Mackie says, I order too much. I know what you mean, sis. I know what you mean. Okay, so this one has already come out of our roll, but this is one of the braided wristlets in silver. And I'm gonna pair that with this little guy right here. I'm gonna show you how to decorate the 1.5 inch circle, and it's gonna pair perfectly with this braided wristlet keychain. So this is gonna be all one project as well. And I'm gonna show you guys some different techniques, because I don't know if you noticed a theme in this box, but I am slightly obsessed with acrylic blanks. And there's so many different ways to decorate them. That's why I gave you so many in this box, because we can decorate each one with a different technique, and you're still gonna get to do something different every single time. So for example, you can decorate them with all vinyl if that's what you want to do. That's all you have to do, like no big deal. But then we can move on and we can use glitter, we can use epoxy, we can use UV resin, you can use just glitter and Mod Podge, you can use alcohol inks. I mean, the possibilities are endless to decorate these guys, and that's why I wanted to put so many in this box, plus in general, because I'm just really excited about it. Annette says, you can't ever have too much, can you? Agreed, Annette. Exactly. You can never have too many. Sheila said, I'm so excited to try these products. So many of them are outside my comfort zone, so I can learn new things. Ah, Sheila, literally, that makes me so happy. That's why I do these boxes. That's why we do what we do for you guys, especially at 143. In case you guys are new around here, you may not realize this just yet. I was just talking to somebody about this. A lot of times in the crafting industry, when you receive a mystery box, you don't get any guidance with what comes in the box. That's kind of part of the thing. It's like, yeah, it's a mystery, but then you're basically kind of on your own to figure out how to use it and what to do with it. And something really special that we tend to do around 143 is that we offer a lot more support with our boxes than most other people do. So I can't say that every single affiliate will do it the same way that I am as far as like the tutorials, but I know Corinne, if you guys have bought Corinne's mystery box before, she provides support with every single material just like I'm going to, and that way you guys know what to do with these items and you learn something new. So you bought yourself a surprise, you know that you're going to get the support to use it. I mean, what's to go wrong? You got all this product at a really great price. I mean, there's just so much good about it. So anyways, I'll hop off my soapbox, but that's why you guys will notice a particular theme of acrylics in my box, because I'm seriously obsessed with acrylic blanks. Mackie says, yeah, the Christmas one was cool, but I don't know what I was getting for. I just bought it. Exactly. Diane says, have you ever used printable vinyl? Yes, ma'am. I use printable vinyl all the time, and I absolutely love it. Jamie says, I'm hoping to get the next box. I found out about this one a little too late. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Jamie. Don't worry. We're definitely going to do more boxes, so you're not going to be totally on your own. After this one, I'm sure we'll do another one soon. Okay, so let's move on to the next item in this box, which is 2 auto coasters. So you guys, I remember when we named these as far as being on the marketing team, and we called them auto coasters because we didn't want to literally limit it to cars. But what these are is they go down inside your vehicle's cup holders, and they protect the bottom of your cup holders from getting really, really gross when any of your drinks spill or anything like that. So for example, if you have your Dunkin' Donuts coffee like me, or I guess it's just Dunkin' now, your Dunkin' coffee. These guys fit perfectly on this, and it just keeps your cup holders from getting a little bit gross. And I gave you two because most vehicles have two cup holders in them, and I didn't want them to be uneven. So we'll probably do the same thing to both of these. And I haven't decided which technique we're going to use on them yet, but we'll do the same thing to both of these acrylics. Yvonne says, I was so bummed. Mine was scheduled to be delivered on the 26th and the post office misplaced it. Oh, I'm so sorry, Yvonne. That's so disappointing. Mackie said, mine was like that for the 26th. Oh, well, good. I'm glad that you showed up, Mackie. Okay, so I'm going to keep this one aside for just a second until I get that blank out that goes along with it. My little baggie had some candy in it, so hopefully yours did too. If not, I'm sorry. I hope they packed it well for you. So there's more blanks in this box. I'm so pumped. Okay, so if you guys have ever watched any of my lives or any of the lives on 143, you probably know that I like wine. That's not a secret, something that I talk about fairly often. Ironically, I talk about wine a lot more often than I actually drink it, but I definitely enjoy wine, so my box would not be complete without a wine bag. And I wanted to get this one because I felt like it would be a really fun one for Valentine's Day coming up. This would be a great gift that you can make for yourself. Or if you want to gift wine to your bestie for like a Galentine's Day thing, or if you want to get some for your partner or your spouse, I think a wine bag would be a super fun gift and super cute. You can personalize it with HTV literally any way that you want to, and it's just really super cute. So to go with that, we also have one of my favorite items at 143, which is the acrylic wine stopper. How fun is this? So this is another appearance of acrylics, but these would be such a fun little gift paired together, along with, of course, a real bottle of wine. You can't forget the actual bottle. But I love the idea of customizing the top of the wine or the wine stopper so that in case you don't drink the entire bottle, you can still close your bottle back up along with the wine bag. So I included these as two separate projects. So when I say that there were 6, I believe I included these separately, but we'll count at the end just to make sure. Amy said, the acrylic wine stopper made me squeal. I was just complaining to my sister that I needed one. Well, how perfect is that? Stacey said, my box arrived as you're unboxing. Eek, I'm so excited. Ah, yay, that's perfect. That's so exciting. Okay, so that's another project and another item that I saved the best for last. I am so excited about giving you guys this blank, okay? So in case you guys have not worked with these yet, whoops, the last blank in this box was a 30-ounce, I was going to say wine tumbler. It's not a wine tumbler, y'all. I got wine on the brain because it's Friday afternoon. A 30-ounce tumbler from 143VINYL. So you guys couldn't see this because it was off camera, but I literally think these tumblers are some of the best ever. And I chose white because I wanted you guys to be able to make whatever you want with this. And I just love the blank canvas that white can be. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to use this one with vinyl when we craft with it. So you're not going to need to use epoxy in order to make this cup. But I wanted you guys to know, in case you are tumbler makers, that you can utilize this without spray painting it, which is the really nice thing. Now, what I would do with it, if it was my choice, if I was making an epoxy tumbler using this tumbler, I would take a piece of sandpaper and I would prep it by sanding it all over just a little bit and then wash it off with soap and water, and I would skip the painting step. So if you don't know what I'm talking about and you don't know anything about epoxy tumblers, don't worry about it. But if you were an epoxy tumbler maker, that's how I would approach these powder coated tumblers, just because this is so smooth. It's ideally made for vinyl. And so when you go to put epoxy on it, it may be a little bit too smooth. Bare minimum, if you don't want to sand it, what I would do instead is I would spray paint it with clear acrylic sealer before you do anything else, just to make sure that your glitter and your epoxy stick really, really well. But I guess technically, if you were applying glitter with like Mod Podge instead of the epoxy method, this would probably be fine. But I always apply with the epoxy method, so that's what I was referring to. So I hope that makes sense. Now let's talk about these tumbler lids real quick because I want to explain why these are so stinking magical. So this is the lid that comes on the 30-ounce tumblers. This is not the same lid that comes on all of the other stainless tumblers that 143 Vinyl launched after these. This is only the 30-ounce clear tumblers that have a lid like this. But they have so many options on this thing. So first of all, there's a splash guard, which is this little black flap that goes down over the mouthpiece, which I love because I literally spill everything everywhere, basically. I'm super clumsy. So I really, really like having one of these splash guards over top of the mouthpiece of the cup. But also, this little gray guy right in the middle is meant for a straw. So if you are one of those people who loves to drink out of your tumblers with a straw, you totally can with this lid, or you can just leave it so that you are just drinking out of the regular, the regular opening like a regular tumbler. So I really like the options that it has with this. And yeah, I'm just really, really excited to craft with it. So that's our box. I hope you guys love it. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Everybody seemed to be so positive, which is so exciting. I don't know if you guys are watching this from the beginning, but I was talking about when you make a box like this, it can be a little bit scary because you don't really know how people are going to react. So it can be a little bit nerve-wracking when I was packing up this box, or like I didn't pack these boxes, but when I was making up this list of stuff, I was really excited about all of it. But I wasn't sure if you guys would be as excited as I am because these are all things that I love. So I'm literally so thrilled that you guys are so excited about these boxes. So super, super fun. So let me check out the comments and see what you guys are saying. Deborah says, where will the projects be listed? So Deborah, I'll be doing them on my YouTube channel and I'll be posting in the group, but I will also create a blog post for you on my website so that everything is linked as I create it. So that way, in case you want to go back and reference these projects later, they're a little bit easier to find. Kayla said she's back due to technical difficulties. I wondered where you were, Kayla. Oh gosh, okay. Well, a couple of you are letting me know that you had some different items as far as like what was listed in the box. So if you got something different, so for example, one of you guys said you were missing the acrylic wine stopper. Some of you said that you got a different colored stainless tumbler. So I want you guys to reach out to customer service. They are definitely the ones who can help you the most quickly get this straightened out. And I also want to apologize in case you did get something different, but definitely reach out to customer service and they would be happy to get it corrected for you, okay? So here's a couple of ways that you can reach customer service. So first of all, email. You can email sales@143vinyl.com and they will take care of you that way. You can also use the live chat feature on 143vinyl.com. So go to the website and look for the little green chat bubble in the lower, in the lower right-hand corner. That's where you'll find the chat. And lastly, you can give them a call. So you can always look up the phone number on the website, but the phone number, because I have it memorized, is area code 502-909-3100. So that's area code 502-909-3100. So they're the ones who are going to be able to help you with all of this. Unfortunately, as much as I appreciate you letting me know, there's not a whole lot I can do about items that are missing or not the same item that was supposed to be included in the mystery box. So I ask lovingly that you reach out to customer service and they will take great care of you. Like, they're amazing and so, so helpful. So don't worry about that. They will get everything taken care of for you. Leanne said, this is a very fun box. When are you going to start the projects? Great question. So Leanne, I'm going to start doing projects next week. I don't quite have a schedule figured out as to when I'm going to do them, but I will be posting them in the group, like I said, and I will also have a blog post on my website that I will start for you guys so that you can check back for any new tutorials anytime. Of course, they'll always be available on my YouTube channel, but I know it can be a little bit confusing, especially because I have a bunch of videos. So it can be hard to figure out where exactly all of the tutorials are posted. So I will put them all in one place for you so that it's super easy to find, okay? And you can always message me if you have any questions. I'm happy to help you guys. Brady said, I can't wait to try making the tumbler. Yes, so fun. So, so fun. Trisha said she loved her items. Yay. Oh, good. Deborah said she was missing a couple of things and she contacted customer service and they were very helpful in sending out what is missing. See, I told you guys, in case you have never dealt with 143 Vinyl customer service before, they are so amazing. Like, in case you guys don't know, I worked there up until a week ago, and let me just tell you, Our customer service team rivals any that I've ever been around. They are so kind, they are so helpful, and they're so willing to go the extra mile with you so that you definitely get what you want and what you need. So I really encourage you to reach out to them in case you have any issues. Mackie says, do you have a DIY Alex Facebook blog page? So I do have a Facebook page and I also have a blog. Now I haven't utilized it a whole lot up until this year, so that's probably why you've never seen it before. But if you want to search on Facebook, you can find me as DIY Alex. There's a page that has my picture as the logo on it, so definitely check that out. I'll be posting updates on that as well. But I also have a website, and my website is DIYAlex.com. Like I said, there's not a whole lot there just yet, but don't worry, I've got big, big plans. And when I have a blog post started for all this stuff, I will share it on my Facebook page so you guys can keep it updated if you just want to keep like the URL, posted in your phone or something like that, then you can definitely keep updated with all of the new projects. Lynn says, thank you. The box is awesome. You're taking us through the box even better. Oh, good. She said, I had no idea all these items were available from them. I'd only ordered vinyl before. Lynn, that is amazing. I'm so excited that you get exposed to all of this stuff because I can just tell you, since I worked on the marketing team, that the blanks that 143VINYL carries are some of the highest quality I've ever seen. I've ordered blanks from a lot of different places back before 143VINYL carried them, and there's definitely, it's not to say that this is the only place to get blanks because it isn't, but I will just tell you that the blanks are such high quality because everything is so vigorously tested. And I took part in doing some of that testing, but really our buyer did most of that at the time. And there are very stringent restrictions that we placed on things that we would bring into 143VINYL because we only had the best. So I'm super excited that some of you guys are being exposed to the blanks for the first time because you're gonna be shocked with how great they are. I'm so, so, so excited. Kayla says, I love the softflex matte finish is great. Agreed. That is one of my absolute favorite things about softflex. Debbie says, I want to have Alex Mystery Box fun all night. I want to make all the things now. I know, Debbie, and I debated making something with you guys here on this live, but I knew this was already going to be long, and so I didn't want to take up your entire evening. Plus, for those of you who are wanting to watch project by project, I didn't want you to have to watch like 45 minutes of unboxing before the project even started. But don't worry, we're going to break it all down next week, and I'm super, super pumped. Let's see what else I missed. Lucinda said she got a cup turner for Christmas and you can try it with the tumbler now. Yes, absolutely you can. And in case you guys have not seen this before, if you are interested in making epoxy tumblers, I have a beginner series on my YouTube channel that I really think that you guys need to check out, because it's really going to help guide you through the whole process. So it's actually a 5-video series. And if you go to my YouTube channel, you can go to playlists. And if you find my DIY epoxy tumbler playlist, you will see that I have like 13 videos in it or something. But the first 5 of them are the 5 episodes that take you through each step of the process for making a tumbler. And the reason that's so helpful is because it just takes it down into bite-sized chunks. I know that it can be such an overwhelming world because I just learned how to make tumblers a couple years ago. And I remember just thinking it was the scariest thing ever because there was so much to know. And so I did this series along with actually Katie from 143VINYL Customer Service. She is an incredible tumbler maker, by the way. But we did that series together, and we specifically structured it the way that we did because we wanted to give you guys bite-sized chunks of things to work with. So if you are interested in that, Lucinda, or anyone else who wants to try tumblers, I highly recommend that you check that playlist out. Like I said, you can find it in the playlist section of my YouTube channel. So, okay. Well, you guys, I think I've answered most of your questions. I hope. I don't think I missed too many of them. Lucinda said, I definitely need to watch that. I just subscribed to your YouTube channel. I'm very excited to learn. Yay, Lucinda, thank you so much. I'm so glad that you're here. Oh, I'm sorry, Kayla. She said she missed the whole thing due to technical difficulties. Well, that's okay. You already know what's in the box. So, all right, you guys. Oh, thanks for joining me, Ruth. I'm so glad you're here. She said, I haven't tried the epoxy tumblers yet, but I loved watching the series. Well, thanks so much, Ruth. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and it's not, I won't go on my soapbox for this for too long because I can go and talk about it all day. The thing about epoxy tumblers is that, of course, you need to take safety precautions. Like, don't just dive into it. Definitely take the safety precautions. Always wear gloves. Always wear personal protective equipment, and make sure you have a mask on. But other than having the safety things in place, it's something that you just need to dive into. Because I don't know if you guys are anything like me. I am like a recovering perfectionist. And I say that because I'm trying to do so much better, but the thing that stopped me was potentially messing up a tumbler. But the reality is, guys, I made my first couple of tumblers, but I messed up so many along the way to get to where I am today. I have literally completely thrown them away in the past, sometimes when they just don't work out. And so I don't want you guys to be afraid of playing and messing up, because failure is the best teacher. And it's totally okay to fail. It's totally okay to have a mess up. In fact, I won't go get it because I have my microphone on. But I have a tumbler over there that has no lid on it, because that is the tumbler that actually fell off my turner, and there is still gold glitter stuck into my carpet along with epoxy because of a mistake I made a long time ago. But I loved the way that the front looks, and it just is on the back. There's like still carpet stuck to that tumbler. So just know that messing up tumblers is a part of the process, and don't let that stop you from trying it because it's totally fun and it's totally worth it. Yes, Lucinda, I know. She says, I always feel like everything needs to be perfect. I know, sis. I know. I've been there. But once I was able to take a deep breath and let that go, my crafting became so much more fun because I didn't worry about if everything was perfect or not. Like, I just didn't worry about it anymore. I just went for it and had fun. And then if I messed up along the way, I either fixed it and figured it out, or honestly, the worst thing that happened was that I messed stuff up and I had to buy a new one. Sorry if you guys can hear that downstairs. My husband must have just gotten home. That's our garage door opening because my craft room's right above the garage. But yeah, the worst thing that ever could happen is that you mess up your project and you have to throw it away. And you know, these tumblers, I believe, are like $8.99 or $9.99 a piece. So of course you got one in your mystery box, but the worst thing that happened is you ruined a $10 tumbler. No big deal, right? So I want to encourage you guys to go outside of the box with your projects. Don't be afraid. Don't be so attached to perfection that you stop having fun with your crafting, because I have fallen into that trap before. That is like my life story. And though I still had fun with it, I just didn't have as much fun as I do now because I just don't worry about it as much. So I encourage you guys to get out of that habit as much as you can and just have a good time. Just have fun. Mackie says, sometimes the imperfections you see in others, yeah, yep, exactly. We are always our own worst critics. And so when we see something that we've messed up on, our eye goes straight to it. I mean, it's obvious. We're like, oh my gosh, you guys can't not see that. But everybody else probably doesn't feel that way. So that's a great point, Mackie. Exactly. All right, you guys. Lisa said, when will you do another box because you didn't get one? No big deal, Lisa. So I'm not going to do another box probably until I'm finished with all of these tutorials. But there's still going to be more to come. So don't worry, sis. I'm going to have more. No big deal. Cindy said, I love your enthusiasm that you care for helping beginners. Oh my gosh, Cindy, of course. Of course, of course. I'm so glad that you recognize that, because that is something that I'm so passionate about. I remember when I first got my Cricut, I was just super confused, just like all of you who are just getting started. I asked all the same questions that you ask now. I wondered all the same things that you wondered. I got all kinds of things mixed up. And so I love being on the other side of that and being able to walk you guys through those basics so that you become so comfortable and so empowered to try all these projects. So I absolutely love it. Oh shoot, Tracy, she says she missed the live. So the way that this works, guys, is obviously I'm live right in this moment, but after this video is over, the live replay is always going to be available to you. So if you want to go back and watch it from the beginning, whoops, I'm smacking things. Feel free to do that. Feel free to watch it again. Oh, Amy said she can't wait to try screen printing. Yes, and I've got some fun plans for screen printing. I'm excited for this year. Leanne said, I watched the epoxy series and have all the supplies. Then I joined a couple of epoxy Facebook groups and they have scared me to death to use epoxy. Can you show me what PPE works for you? Yes, Leanne, that is a great question because that does happen a lot. And here's where I'm at with it. And then I'll talk to you about PPE in a second. So epoxy is not something to take lightly. Like, it's not just like a household cleaning chemical. It is definitely something that you want to pay attention to because it can have adverse effects on your body. So that is definitely true. But I want you guys to take that with a grain of salt. And the reason that I say that is because, so my husband is a scientist. That's what he does for work. And that's actually, my background is in environmental science. So though it's not necessarily chemistry, I've had a lot of chemistry in my life, more than most people. And my husband and I have taken a look at the MSD sheets, which is the material safety data sheets that come with a lot of brands of epoxy, or you can find them on their website. And based on what we saw, as long as you protect yourself properly and you don't do anything too crazy, it really should be fine. And so what I mean by protecting yourself properly, that is always, always, always wearing gloves. Always wear gloves when you're even picking up the bottles of epoxy. It's not really something that's intended to touch your skin. So if it does touch your skin, then definitely go wash it off immediately. Okay. And then of course, the next step is to make sure that your like nose and mouth area is protected. So I will do another video on that for you, Leanne. I use a half face respirator at this point. So when I did the epoxy tumbler series, I talked to you guys about an N95 mask, or at least I think I did. I can't remember if I mentioned that or not before, but I used to use an N95 mask before the pandemic. So that was all that I protected myself with. But basically what happened is the more that I started to use epoxy, I noticed that after I was finished using it, my throat would feel really dry and it would just like ache, almost like I was getting a sore throat. But it was happening after every single time that I used epoxy and UV resin. So I upgraded to a 3M Cool Flow respirator that I bought off of Amazon. And then you want to buy the pink cartridges to go along with it, so that it filters out the organic chemicals that and like the organic particles that come off of epoxy. So you can find that in my Amazon store if you want to check that out. But I'll do a separate video about that. And if you have questions, Leanne, and you want to message me directly, let's talk about that in Messenger so that I can walk you through that. Now, of course, you guys probably know I'm not a doctor or a medical professional, but that's just what I've come to, the conclusions I've come to after knowing the science behind it, after looking at the chemical compounds. It's not super dangerous if you use common sense and protect yourself, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Another factor that's really important is having good ventilation when you're working with the stuff. So for example, as epoxy is curing, I always leave my door open. I have my ceiling fan running. And when the weather is appropriate, I also open the window and let air flow in that way. So that's one thing that I do. Another thing that I do is I always do my epoxy last. I leave it closed up in this bedroom and I go to another room. This is only my craft room, so nobody else comes in here or does anything with it. So I close the door and I stay away from it while it's curing. So that's another factor that's important. Because of course, in addition to yourself, you need to protect children and pets from epoxy as well. So I don't want to go on my soapbox too long, like I said, but that's my basic thoughts about epoxy. But the ultimate thing about that is that you have to do what's best for you. So if you're too scared of it to work with it, try Crystalac. Try another epoxy alternative. I'm not going to tell you to go against what your gut says you need to do just because I'm telling you this. That's just a conclusion that I've come to. Another thing that you can do is talk to your actual doctor. Ask your doctor what they think about it. You can go to any epoxy website and you can print off the MSD, which is the material safety data sheet. I think it used to be the MSDS and they've shortened it to MSD. But anyway, you can print off the safety sheet and you can actually take it to your doctor, ask them to take a look at it for you and talk to your doctor based on your health. What's the best decision for you? Because I really want you guys to dig into this. I don't want you to start it blind because I never think that's a good idea. That's just not a good approach to like anything in life. So do the research you feel like you need to do, have the conversations you feel like you need to have. And if you still feel like you want to try it, try it. Oh, good. Tammy says she wasn't able to get the mystery box, but she loves watching what was in there and what to do with the products. Well, good, Tammy. I will definitely take you guys along for the ride and teach you all kinds of stuff along the way. Very good. Okay. Yes, Mackie says same with UV resin. Agreed. I take all the same safety precautions with UV resin that I also do with epoxy. Yes, and so I had this conversation with Kayla Norton as well. She was noticing some adverse effects. So that's one last thing that I didn't talk about. So Something else that I want you guys to do if you use epoxy is pay attention to your body. And I know that that sounds really, really silly, but if you are noticing symptoms or adverse effects after using epoxy, that means you need to either stop your use of epoxy or up your PPE. So personal protective equipment. I know that's probably become a common term since the pandemic has been going on, but PPE, personal protective equipment, is really, really important. And that's what I did. And after I upgraded to the half-face respirator, I no longer have issues with my throat hurting after using epoxy anymore. So make sure that you pay attention to that. And if you notice those patterns, definitely do something about it. Don't ignore it. Don't push through it. Definitely get something figured out. Oh, Susan says this box was the bomb. You did so good at putting it together for us. Yay, I'm so happy to hear that. And I don't know if I'm going to say your name right. Jodinia Lewis, that's a beautiful name. I just don't know if I'm saying it right. She said, how expensive is epoxy? That depends on the brand that you buy. If you're a beginner, I recommend starting with Alumilite, which is what 143 Vinyl carries, but you can do whatever you want. It ranges very widely. Okay, so enough about the epoxy stuff. Because we've been talking about that for a while. Let me know if you guys have any other questions, and otherwise, that's the box. Oh, well, you guys are asking me your questions. Let's talk about the projects that are in this box, because I told you there were at least 6. So I want to show you what those are. So project number 1 is the 2 auto coasters. Project number 2 is the 1.5-inch acrylic circle, and then the braided wristlet kind of goes along with that. Project number 3 is the acrylic wine stopper. Project number 4 is the wine bag. Project number 5 is the tumbler that we're going to make with vinyl. So in case you guys missed or came into that conversation late, this is going to be done with vinyl in this case, but you can certainly use it for epoxy if you choose to use it with epoxy. And then project number 6 is the skinny can cooler. So those are all the projects in the box. And as you guys can see, you have a ton of vinyl and HTV to work with. So you don't have to be worried. That's why you'll hear me say that there was at least 6 projects in the box. And the reason I say that is because you have the complete supplies for 6, but you can definitely use more than that because you're not going to use up all this vinyl and HTV just on these little projects. Mackie says, I love the boxes because I branch out of my comfort zone of just HTV. Exactly. Perfect, perfect. Okay, you guys. Well, I think that sounds like all of your questions. So, Georgie, you want to go to 143vinyl.com. I'll go ahead and put it in the comments for you. 143vinyl.com is where all of these, this is where the box is from, but you can also buy all these materials individually. So if you really enjoy some of these materials in particular, you can certainly go buy them individually as well. CM said, can you show the wine bag where the ribbon goes through? I'm not sure it's supposed to be that way. Sure, I can certainly open this up for you. So I'm sorry if that's loud because that was really close to my microphone. I'm not used to wearing one of these little lapel mics anymore, and sometimes I get stuff too close. Let's see if I can do that. Okay. All right. So the way that the wine bag works is that you're going to put the HTV down the side, and then it has a drawstring with a ribbon at the top. So that's how it works. You're welcome, Georgie. Okay. Well, guys, I've been talking to you for a very long time. And I think we've answered all of your questions, but I also want to say thank you guys so much for this box. I don't know if you are aware of this, but since I'm a 143 Vinyl affiliate, the way that works is that when you buy things through the links that I tend to use, including the link to the mystery box, I get a small commission from your purchase and it doesn't cost you anything extra. So when you buy things through the links that I use, I don't always use affiliate links for every single thing that I post, but a lot of times I do, and that helps support me and my new journey as full-time DIY Alex and all of those things. So I sincerely want to say thank you, because you guys just buying what you normally buy through my links is a huge, huge help to me and other creators just like me. So I also want to thank you because it means the world to us to know that A, you love the stuff we picked out. Knowing that you guys love this box makes me so freaking happy. But also I want to thank you because you're helping support me in this journey, and that means the absolute world to me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you, Krista. She says, I'm excited for you and your new journey with DIY Alex full time. Yay! I'm so excited. Thank you. All right, guys. Well, Cindy said, so if I go to 143VINYL, how do you get credit? So basically, Cindy, I can send you a link. I can send you a general link to the 143VINYL website. And if you just click that link before you shop, you'll be giving me credit for your sale, if that makes any sense. So basically, I'll explain that really briefly, and then I swear we'll go. I feel like we're Southern goodbying because I've said like almost goodbye like 5 times. But that's okay, because I know this is really confusing for a lot of you, and I did not even understand how this worked until a couple years ago. So this is basic affiliate marketing, and the way that this works is that I have a suffix on the end of the 143VINYL URL that I use as my affiliate link. And that specific, like, it's like $partner equals like 6 numbers. And whenever you click that link, it drops what is called a little cookie on your device. So it can be a cell phone, it can be an iPad, it can be a laptop, anything that you shop through. And whenever you click that link, it drops a little cookie onto your device, and that cookie stays there for a designated length of time. And I can't remember how long the cookie is for 143VINYL, but basically any purchase that you make from 143VINYL, while my cookie is on your device, I get commission from that sale. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense or not, but that's the way that those basic things work. So anytime that you want to use my affiliate link, you can always shoot me a message, and I'm happy to send it to you because that's a huge help to me. So I'm so grateful to those of you who want to do that. But I also plan on, so right now I don't have a ton of stuff set up on my website like I told you guys, but I'm planning on creating a page for you guys on my website that has all of the affiliate links to all of the companies that I work with, 143VINYL being a huge one, but I also have affiliate links to designbundles.net. I have affiliate links to Creative Fabrica and several other companies as well. So I want to make a page for you guys so you guys can always go there and click that link before you shop, and that way that you know you're using my links. That way you don't have to message me every time, because I'm always happy to help you out, but I understand that sometimes when you want to shop, you don't want to wait, right? You just want to get to it and place your order. So I will create that for you guys very soon so that you have a resource in case you ever want to use them. Oh, yes. Kayla, you are a genius. So Kayla says your Amazon store is great for crafting. Yes. So I also have an Amazon affiliate link in general, but I also have an Amazon storefront that you guys can shop through. And that is just basically, well, I can send you guys the link, but it's amazon.com/shop/DIY Alex, and that has a bunch of little like categories in it, and that's all stuff that I have added to my Amazon store, and it's all stuff that I have personally used for crafting on Amazon. So that's another way to give me affiliate credit if you shop on Amazon in general, or if you're shopping for craft supplies, like maybe you just want to get yourself a little something and you want to check out what's on Amazon, you can always check out my Amazon storefront for that as well. So thank you for that reminder, Kayla. Mackie says, add your affiliate link to your Facebook page in the video description. That's a good idea, Mackie. I definitely need to do that. I definitely need to add that in there. I always forget. It's a little hard to do from my phone because like going live from YouTube from your phone's a little goofy, but I will definitely on there. Diane says, are they on your website? They are not yet, Diane, but I will make sure to put them on there. All right, guys. Yes, and Kayla bought the half-face respirator that I told you guys about, and the cartridges that I bought are also in my Amazon store. So if you are interested in learning more about epoxy and stuff like that and the PPE that I use, I have that linked in my Amazon store. So I will go back after this video is over and put all the links for you guys in the description. I'll put my Amazon store, my 143VINYL affiliate link. What else did I say? The link to my website, even though there's not that much there yet, and all that other stuff in case you guys ever want to come back and reference it. Lynn says, do you peel the white off the acrylic blanks? Yes, Lynn. This is just a, this white stuff is just a covering to keep the acrylic from getting scratched before you put your vinyl or, you know, anything on it. So yes, we'll remove both. It's on both sides and we'll remove it all. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for buying this box. Thank you for being amazing. I love you guys so much. All the hearts, and I'll see you around real soon.